Hello, good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Robertson. I will be sort of the MC, kind of keeping things going for this afternoon. Before we get started, I'd just like to acknowledge that we live, work, and play and create on the traditional territory of the Southern DeKalb Nation. We respectfully acknowledge the many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people that have been caretakers of the land. So, welcome, Dahuja Tanse. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce one of our local elders, Terry Boyd, who's going to come and do our opening prayer.
Dahuja. I was trying to say a real silent prayer is really fast for people. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here to our traditional territory of the Taco Dene Nation. I'm one of the elders. It's really nice to come down and witness this culture days. We teach our children all what we can do to teach our younger generation. It is time for them to learn, because we're not going to be here and pass down our experience. It's it's a pleasure to be a teacher. I've been teaching, dancing, especially we're teaching our language, because our language is gone. It's best to teach, our children their language, because that's one of our. It was whipping out of when I was in the residential school. I'm one of the 60 scoop that came home. But today, I'm real happy that I'm here and to witness. And thank you and welcome and enjoy.
Okay, I'd next like to welcome some of our dignitaries. So, our first dignitary to come up from the Arts Council, can we please welcome Kathy Heinzelman?
Thanks, Amy. You got this. Good morning, everyone. We are glad to be meeting on the traditional territories of the Taco Dene and Nasco First Nations, and we acknowledge the keepers of the land, the Estala, Luskus, and Métis and Inuit peoples. I'm Kathy Heinzelman with the Quesnel and District Community Arts Council. We are celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Art Societies and this council in November. With the assistance of the Quesnel Community Foundation, we've had banners flying in the city to recognize this half century. We were very honored to have been invited to kick off the BC Provincial Culture Days celebration this year. It's the first time ever in the northern area of the province. We have received an official proclamation from the government of BC, and one of our other dignitaries will be reading it out for you. We are welcoming some of our local representatives, municipal and regional, today, and I thank them for agreeing to speak and help us with the event. I wish to honor and thank all of the folks who have worked on this project, especially Dina Unrau, our executive director, the board of directors, and our small but mighty cast of volunteers. We support and aid all of forms of arts within our community. Performing arts with music, drama, and the written word, tactile arts with fabric and fibers, visual arts from murals, painting, pottery, and sculptures. You'll hear from our art trail coordinator, Keith Prestone, a bit more about this year's trail. And more events to come with the farmers market, which is running today for a couple more hours and then over the next 3 Saturdays as well. We've celebrated with the Sidewalk Chalk Challenge with the school district, and those photos with the results will be up on our Facebook site. We have prayers and orange shirt ceremonies for Truth and Reconciliation Day coming up. The 49th Quesnel Tillicum Society annual powwow on the 7th and 8th of October. Bushy Lake Harvest Festival and the BC Ambassadors Nature Walk on October the 1st. And Natasha Lapine has her tent set up here with her information. And we have 11 registered events on the BC Culture Days site under the Quesnel Hub. The Quesnel Museum is running a trivia hunt about the Riverfront Trail, and the sheets are available at our tent. Tomorrow, we are presenting the Children and Families concert Bear Grease, which is an interesting twist on the 1978 musical. We have 2 shows with a free to attend meet and greet with the cast at 4 p.m. at Coraloo School. We have tickets available today, and there will be some at the door. Please enjoy the music and events today and over the next 3 weeks. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kathy. Yeah. So next, I'd like to welcome from the Quesnel City Council, Quesnel City Councilor Mitch Vick.
Dahuja. So I have a proclamation to read here from the province regarding Culture Days and our Wonder for Arts Council's effort in having that event placed in the north for the first time ever. That in itself is amazing. But first I'll say, on behalf of City Council, thank you for the invitation. I am very happy to be here. And I can tell you that Quesnel City Council is most grateful to the Arts Council, not just for today's efforts, and I know it was a monumental effort to have Quesnel selected, but 50 years of effort of infusing arts and culture programming in our community, and I thank the Arts Council on behalf of City Council for 50 years of effort and great work in our community. So I'll try and add a little pizzazz, shall we say? A little bit of enthusiasm to this proclamation. It's a little wordy, but here we go. Canada, Province of British Columbia, a proclamation. Everybody hear this. Charles III, by grace of God, King of Canada, and his and other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth, to all whom these presents shall come, greeting. Whereas cultural participation and activity enriches and defines the cultural identity of this province, serves as a mechanism of resiliency and recovery, and improves the quality of life of all British Columbians. And whereas arts and culture participation makes a vital contribution to the development and well-being of individuals and society, and community-based cultural celebrations enhance the connections between people of diverse interests, abilities, and cultures, and, just need a breath, whereas culture arises and flourishes first locally, and Indigenous, First Nations, Métis, and Inuit communities celebrate unique histories and cultural experiences. And whereas the government of British Columbia has shown its intention to implement projects that affirm both its inclusive cultural identity and the active participation of British Columbians in the cultural life of the province, and whereas Culture Days is a national initiative with active and long-standing participation from British Columbia, and whereas part of this annual national initiative, BC Culture Days is a catalyst that helps connect individuals and creators, eliminate barriers, and stimulate understanding, appreciation, and exploration of arts, culture, and heritage, so that every individual has the opportunity to form a deeper connection with themselves, their community, and the country. Now know ye that we do by these presents proclaim and declare that September 22nd to October 15th, 2023 shall be known as BC Culture Days in the province of British Columbia. In testimony thereof, we have caused these our letters to be made patent, and the great seal of our province of British Columbia to be hitherunto affixed. Witness, the Honorable Janet Austin, Lieutenant Governor of our province of British Columbia, in our city of Victoria, in our province, this 8th day of September 2023, and in the second year of our reign, by command. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mitch. Next, I'd like to call on our CRD Director, John Massier.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't think I've got the Old English down quite as well as Mitch does, but good morning, everybody. I'd like to start today by acknowledging that we are gathered on the traditional territory of the Lataco Dene, and I really want to thank them for their continuous stewardship of these lands for the past thousands of years. Welcome to the opening ceremonies of BC's Culture Days. I'm honored to say a few words on behalf of our Chair, Margot Wagner, and the Board of Directors on the Cariboo Regional District. Any thoughts on arts and culture in British Columbia would have to start with the rich history that's been handed down through the generations by the first peoples of this incredible province we call home. Their incredible artistry and ceremonies have been developed and passed down through hundreds of generations and still survive today despite all the efforts to erase them during our colonial period. Arts and culture are something that enrich our lives. They stir our emotions and they connect us across space and time. They're not mere luxuries, they're the essence of our shared humanity. They reflect our history, our values, and our aspirations. Through them, we can glimpse the past, learn about different cultures, and imagine a better future. Arts and culture provide us with our sense of identity. They tell stories of who we are and where we came from. Whether it's painting or dance or sculpture or music or storytelling, it helps us appreciate our roots and understand the tapestry of our diverse world. The arts inspire creativity and innovation. They encourage us to think beyond boundaries, to challenge the status quo, and to dream. They also foster empathy and understanding. They allow us to view the world from different perspectives, which fosters compassion and tolerance. Finally, the economic and social benefits of arts and culture cannot be understated. They drive tourism, it creates jobs, and they contribute to a vibrant, dynamic society. In conclusion, arts and culture are not just adornments to our lives, they're the essential threads woven into the fabric of our existence. So thank you to the Quesnel Arts Council for their continued effort to share the gift of arts and culture to our city and our region. Thank you.
Thank you, John. And now again, I'd like to welcome up Kathy Heinzelman on behalf of the Cultural Days.
Thanks, Amy. I'm reading this on behalf of Nazanin Shoja, who was unable to attend from Vancouver. So on behalf of the BC Culture Days Task Force, we'd like to thank our provincial supporters and partners, the Government of BC, Canada Council, YP Hyong Foundation, Van City, Odlum Brown Limited, the Canadian Artists Network, Society to Bridge Arts and Community, and Kickstart Disability Arts and Culture. We are grateful for the many municipalities, arts and cultural organizations, and volunteers who've helped grow Culture Days over these past 14 years, and are proud to be hosting the BC Culture Days kickoff for its first time ever in the Cariboo Regional District. We hope you'll get to know your local arts communities a little better over these 3 weeks, and we invite you to take these opportunities to explore your own creativity by trying one of the many activities on offer for Culture Days. Please visit culturedays.ca for a complete listing of events and tag us at BC Culture Days on Instagram, Facebook, and X, formerly Twitter. And don't forget to stop by and say hi to our BC Culture Days ambassador from Quesnel, Natasha Lapine. You could give a wave, Natasha, thanks, who will be hosting a nature walk and plein air painting workshop on October 1st at the Fuel Management Trails. Thank you, and happy Culture Days, everyone. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you again, Kathy. Next, I'd like to welcome from the Art Trail Kickoff opening, Keith. Now, if I pronounce this incorrectly, please correct me. Preston? Preston. Okay.
Yes, like the antifreeze, if for anybody that's from that generation. Good morning, and thanks for coming up and supporting us, coming out. And it looks like we're going to have a bit of an iffy day, but, well, you know, we're going to have fun anyway, right? So, firstly, I would like to acknowledge that we live, work, play, and create on the traditional territory of the southern, somebody help me here, Tekela Nations? Dekel, sorry. I would also acknowledge the many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people living here. It has been a wonderful experience coordinating the art trail this year, and I've gotten to meet a lot of artists. And you know, there's a lot more out there than we know, than any of us know. And in fact, we found a lady who's 88 years old that goes upstairs and paints every day and had no idea how good she was, and has over 100 paintings in her house. And we went and saw them, and you know, our jaw just dropped. It was incredible to see just how much work she had and how incredible it was. And I've had that experience time and time again. And I just hope that you all get a chance to walk around and see what's out there. And I'm talking about visual artists now, but of course we've got artists, you know, people that sing, people that dance, people that do ceramics, and a huge variety of things. And so I hope you get a chance to go out there. We've been really, really well supported by the business community, and like I said, really well supported by the art community. And we've gone from, we've almost, rather than bore you with numbers, let's just say we've almost doubled our numbers as far as artists being part of the art trail this year. So it's going to be a really, really interesting art trail, I think. And we've got some really great venues. So we've got some interesting things you guys want to check out. All right, hang on one second here. I just really like to thank a few people, and I know I'm going to miss some, so I'm sorry if I do, but of course I must thank the Quesnel and District Arts Council, Kathy Heinzelman, our president, and Dina Unrau, as well as a few other people. So yeah, sorry, this is, so BC Culture Days, Canadian Heritage, City of Quesnel, the CRD, BC Arts Council. I'm sure you all know what the art trail is. Also like to thank Shay Lightning for all her help assisting me this year. And there's lots of other people, I'm forgetting a lot of people, but you know, it's a group effort, and we gotta work, a lot of people, and we built on last year. You know, it's not something that just happens overnight. It's something that's built up, and a lot of people really worked hard to make this happen. So I'd just like to thank all of them. Yeah, and me just look at my notes. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the art walk. Get around, get a chance. We've got some really great prizes and some really neat stuff. You'll see some of it over here on the table beside Shay. And yeah, just get out there and enjoy it. Take a walk around. See, there's a large region. Like we've expanded it, so there's more businesses with more artists in a larger area, and so it's going to be really interesting this year. I hope you get a chance to get out there and enjoy it. All right, thanks for this opportunity.
Thank you, Keith. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to invite our Quesnel ambassadors to come up and say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Avery Cassidy, Quesnel Ambassador of 2023. First off, I would like to apologize on behalf of my fellow ambassador, Jamie Lynn Fedoric, who unfortunately could not make it today. But joining me in place is Nevaeh Kieber, Quesnel Ambassador of 2022. I would just like to say I hope everyone has an amazing day and everyone gets out and enjoys BC Culture Days. Thank you.
Did you want to introduce yourself? That's all right. Thank you very much, ladies. Okay, going a little off script, but that's okay. That's what today's all about. I'd like to invite a local elder out there. Ellie, I do see you sitting in the back there. Come on up, my friend Ellie. Ellie is one of our local elders, and Ellie is going to say a little bit of a prayer for us.
Dahuja Jan et Chahlanat Westel Jan Hunzu Jana Bahat en Skehya Nehint and Shabahat en Kan et Batenada Tesli Do Yenikat etal Daksinta Nepanin Li Atatane de Encha Ahulye Nezikat Ayat into Do Yenikat Kucha Hostin the Hintan Hotena Hal Encha Batena don't li Ne Hunyan ko ne Hintan Encha Tena Hal Encha Batena don't li Do honi ne kat hunzu chahut o hosli echane batena don't li di bena sachi di yankat icha tucha kwancha ichas ne batena don't li et jan et yenikat etal et ibe tenat al Eba tena don't li. Neske hias do yenika tetas encha batena don't li. I ask the ancestor to be with us. Each one of us, we have a grandfather or grandmother that travel with us each day. I have asked the Creator to be with us, to pray for us and that, to pray for the homeless people that are on the street, to pray for our elders that are in need, to pray for our young people. This was a special day that we are here together. I have to ask the Creator to take care of our world, water, air, fire. These things are affecting us. I have asked the Creator to pray for us that we live a safe life in this world. Au etze.
In case most of you don't know, Ellie and I go way back. I knew her when I was just 6 years old, 3 days ago. So I'd next like to just take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors and partners. I'd like to thank the BC Culture Days, Canada Heritage, Province of BC, BC Arts Council, West Fraser Mills, Fox Dairy Farm, IG Wealth Management, the City of Quesnel, the Cariboo Regional District, the Quesnel Cariboo Observer, the Quesnel Downtown Association, the Quesnel School District 28, and many, many other volunteers. Thank you. Without all of your support, this would not be possible. Thank you. Okay, I'd also just like to take this opportunity to encourage everyone that has come out today on this kind of chilly morning to please feel free and go and meet and greet with some of the vendors that are here. Don't be bashful just because I am. Go talk to the people in the tents, see what's going on. I encourage you. Okay, and now I'd like to welcome Natasha, our Culture Days ambassador. What's your last name? Natasha Lapine.
Hello, good morning. Tahuja, Tansei. I'm Natasha Lapine, and I was chosen as one of BC Culture Days ambassadors. It's been a real privilege, a real honor to participate in this program. I got to, through BC Culture Days, connect with a mentor for a few months, artist Peter Corbett out in Wells, and learn a lot about plein air painting, which I did try to dabble in for the last 5 years or so, but the last few months with him has really taught me how to emotionally connect with the landscape in front of you. And I'm also Métis, so I find that in practicing that, I connect with my ancestors as well. And I have a workshop on October 1st from 1 to 3 at the Fuel Management Trails, where I'll be taking everyone on a wheelchair-accessible 500-meter walk. And while we're on the walk, practicing grounding ourselves, taking inspiration from the nature, and channeling that inspiration into artwork afterwards. So you're more than welcome to come. It's free. It'll be a lot of fun, and anyone can paint. You don't have to be a crazy talented painter. Anyone can come and explore their creativity. So thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. So I've just been informed that we're going to take just a few minutes, and what we're going to do is each of the local vendors and the tents that are here are going to come up and sort of introduce themselves and say a little bit about themselves. I guess the first part of our day went well, and we're ahead of schedule. Yay! So we'll start. Where do we want to start? Which tent wants to start? Don't be bashful. Oh, we have someone coming up. I'll let you.
Hi, everybody. My name is Shay Lightning, and I am an assistant with the Art Trail. We have tons of businesses this year, a bunch downtown, so you can start downtown. I'm over at Paradise Spa. They're closed today, unfortunately, but on Monday you can go see my art at Paradise Spa. I only have a couple pieces, but they're great. We have tons of awesome artists. There's an art gallery right here in between Granville's and, what is it? Oh, The Outlaw. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. We've got pamphlets over here, so you can come grab one of these pamphlets and, yeah, do the art trail. It's going to be awesome. There's tons of prizes to win. You can check those out over here, too. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Anyone else? Oh, looks like we have another one venturing up.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Colleen Brines, and I'm with the Quesnel Live Arts. We have a tent over here. We have our season brochure. We have tickets, and we also have chocolate. So please come over and visit our tent. Thank you.
Chocolate. How can you go wrong with chocolate? Oh, I see another one coming up.
Hi, I wasn't expecting to be asked to say a few words, so you get what you get. I'm one of the artists, the local artists that are doing work over there, and you're welcome to stop by and see, talk to anybody and find out what the process is or whatever. Just come and chat us up, and I'm really happy to be part of this. I'm from the local art gallery up the hill by the rec center. A lot of people don't realize where we're located, but that's where we are, and you're welcome to come up. We also, besides all the businesses in town that have agreed to participate, we have a display up there as well. So welcome to the Art Trail 2023. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you. Do we have another one? All right. Okay, we got two more. Sure, we'll start with this gentleman here.
Hi, my name is Derek Monsoor. I'm also one of the artists who are participating in a little bit of a demo over there today. I'm a little bit of a newcomer to town, 3 years, came from Ontario. And really, my paintings are all about what I see around me. So for the last couple of years, I've been painting here. And some of the scenes and some of the places that I've frequented. And actually, I want to say thanks to Ellie. She kind of brought the spirit here, and I do feel better when I paint that way. So I appreciate that, and I thank you very much. Can I have one more thing? Sure. I'd just like to say again, lots of vendors have our art. Mine is out at Hab 97, along with my neighbor, actually, from Bushy Lake, Geraldine Eddy. So you should come out and check that out if you get a chance. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, come on up.
Hi, I love you guys. I hope you guys all have a good day. And if you ever want my name's Dora Explorer. I keep an eye on all the homeless people like me. I love them. We keep an eye on each other. If you guys ever want to learn carrier language, I'm willing to teach you guys. Patra itra doni tra buzi doni. Love you guys. I love all my kids, your family, all the animals, Children's Hospital.
All right.
Love you guys.
Thank you. Thank you. One more?
Thanks, Dora the Explorer, for all you do in this square throughout the week. Wonderful. And that is an inspiration to us that we need to explore this wonderful cultural week this week. I'm from the Quesnel Festival of the Performing Arts, and we're just getting our table up. Don't come and see us yet. Half an hour. But I did want to talk to you about the performing arts. We have 6 festivals during the year and a gala performance as well. They include things like dance, where we have over 650 participants each year, voice, choral, instrumental, piano, and speech arts. And so if you know any young people who are interested in those areas, we want them to participate. We are all about encouraging our young people, helping them to discover and to grow in their artistic endeavors. And there is nothing more wonderful than that, having kids reach inside of themselves and learn new things through being able to study and then go out and learn and perform. And also I'd like to say we can continue our cultural festival throughout the year if we are all involved in some of the wonderful cultural events that are going on, like the Spirit show tonight. And I just hope that you'll all get involved throughout the year. in everything that's being offered up to you. Again, if you know any young people who would be interested in the festival and becoming involved, we would love that. Or you can volunteer too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just to add to that, I myself am a local performer. Most of you, or some of you, have seen me play around town. It is so true. You know, the kids are the ones that we want to pass all this stuff down to. So if we can get the kids involved and the kids interested in some way, shape, or form, that's fantastic. That's what it's all about. So 100% agree. Okay. I saw you there, sorry.
Okay. Hello, I'm Sarah. I'm one of the local authors in the community. I'm here today to promote the event that we're going to be hosting on October 7th. It's the Author Day event, and it's going to be at the library. So if you come by the table that we've got set up over there, we can talk to you about all the different things that we're going to be doing that day. There's going to be a few workshops and a bunch of authors who are going to be trying to sell some books. So yeah, if you could come out, that'd be great.
Fantastic. Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to come up and say a few words on behalf of themselves or their organization? No? Nobody? All right, then I guess we'll just pause for 5. So again, I encourage you to just browse around, check out the local vendors, see what's happening, hopefully learn some stuff. Don't be afraid, ask questions.